October last year, when I came to this house and I really liked it, so I went to the agent in charge. She was actually a woman. For most of you that are OGs here, you already know the story. And she was like, she don't want to give a single person the house, that they want just married people. So I kept begging. I needed this house. I was not in good terms with my family. I just want to stay alone. I just want to be alone. And at that time, I've changed house frequently. In a year, I can move 10 times. At that time, God, my friends were saying it's a spiritual problem. But me, I don't say no be spiritual problem. I mean, no waiting my. So it's because of that I even dislike friends. I don't even, if I want to do anything, I go just do. I don't even need to ask anybody can I do, because most friends, they are witches and witchcraft. Because you don't have ability to move, don't come and use me to. So I do whatever I like. They even say it's spiritual, that I can't stay in one place. But don't worry, be watching. That's right. I don't even used to ask anybody to do. I go just waiting in my mind as long as it's legal. So she was not like, that money that I want to come and use to rent, can't I use to buy land? Can't I use it to buy, all those? She was an elderly woman as a mother advising her picking. I was like, this is what I want. I want to pay for this house. This is the house I want. And I was telling her it's because of my work. So she now said, what I do? YouTube. So that woman was not like, the YouTubers that she knows, she mentioned big Nigerian YouTubers, that they have other jobs that they are doing. That me, I'm doing just YouTuber. And as at that time, I've never opened this immigration channel. I was still struggling with that my food channel, that they will pay me $100 in 2 days, in 2 months, I'll be 3 months, that I'll be spending money on. I was still struggling with it. She was like, how do I intend paying the rent? At that time, when I paid the rent, when you pay rent first year, you pay agent fee, lawyer fee, agreement fee, and other. When I pay other money, the only money left in my account was 300k. But I know that I don't eat a lot. I'm not extravagant. I feel manage this small money. The shopping do me every day. I go there alive. Say, I go manage myself. She was like, why do you want to waste that type of money and everything? I was like, please, I need this money. I need this house. I explained to her, it's for my work. I'm not a bad person. I showed her my YouTube. I showed her my this. She was like, she's not convinced. That I said, if I cannot pay it next year, I will go. That we can even sign an agreement that if money no deal. Most times when they want to rent house, they like to check the job you do, if you'll be able to pay your next rent, so that you not give them headache and all of that, all those things. Everything shows that red flag. This girl cannot afford the rent. She just want to use Ojukoko. But it's not Ojukoko, it's because of my work. She don't want to give me the rent though. But you people know I'm a very jovial person. I'm a very lovable person. Except when you look for my trouble. I shall know that this woman cannot give me the elbow. I shall try to make her smile. And she was not even smiling. These women that they will strong their face like this. I'm not giving it to your house. And there's a time that the way she was talking, she was asking me, how old are you? All those personal questions. Even when I told her I was not in good terms with my family. How old are you? What to even be me, because I don't like that kind of thing. But my mind, I was like, sometimes when you need something, think about one and go wash it up. When you enter, I show one paper, you get. I just had to. Even the secretary was really in some. She was like, that's how she used to do. Don't mind her, just calm down. So I was just trying to pick her, and I was trying to be jovial. I was making everybody in the office was laughing except this woman. I was like, I'll see, are you a sadist? Laugh to my joke, because the thing is, when you can laugh to my joke, it's easy for me to penetrate you. I crack joke. This woman no one laugh. I tried to try and everything, and I tried to crack one. That's how she just smiled. But she smiled right. Oh, put it on me. It has finished. That was how I take enter and everything. So we just talking. And the thing is, when I wanted to go and take that house, I held my mopping stick, my broom, all those things that they used to clean house. I held it like I knew they wanted just married people, but I had that faith that I'm coming to take that house and I'm coming to clean it that same day. My buckets, my everything, I held it. I'm coming to clean my house. Then she was like, she can't keep it. I said, mommy, you don't have option. No, see my mopping stick and everything. I cannot waste time to bring. I'm cleaning my house today. She was like, let me call the landlord if he be Kineko and Kineka. That's how I saw the account number on the table. Welcome, sharp girl like me. And that is how I say, if you're in Nigeria, you cannot be only sharp one like you. Sharp, you must transfer money. I say I transfer your money, I carry my bucket and my broom and baby in law. He said, come here, you this girl. That come and take your money. I say, auntie, it's not refundable. It's not. Everybody started laughing. Like, what if the landlord is not I'm going to clean my house. She was like, if you go, I not tell the security to open the door. Mommy, why are you doing like this now? I usually, this kind of thing. Don't do like after all this, I'm supposed to be a good girl. Sure, you want me to cry, He's like, one more, maybe you back at the under that. Bam, model thing. I came to clean my house. So after cleaning the house, and I was really so tired, and I was not reflecting on my house that, in real sincerity, the agent did not lie. there's no way I can pay my rent. As at that, there was no way. Where I want to see the money. I knew the job I was doing was that my food channel, and it was not paying me well. In fact, now me they even spend money. See the thing, but then I told God that okay, I'm not a prayerful person. I'm not spiritual. I don't go to church and everything. I'm not a spiritualist. I am just a realist. I know myself that I can't pay that rent. I know, but I still came to take it. But then one thing I try to reflect on myself is, I didn't stay in an estate to show off. Most of you don't even know how the exterior of my house is. I didn't stay in an estate to show off, to brag, or be a or anything. I didn't do any of that. I did it because of my past experience in all my houses, because I always have issues. I have issues with people a lot because sometimes people don't have common sense. I have issues with people a lot, so I just needed a place that I can stay alone. And you know, I don't know how to keep friends. If me and you are this, I don't even have to keep relationship, can let alone friend. So I just needed a place I could stay alone, reflect on my life, do my own thing myself without disturbance, and stay in a very neat place. You people know I have OCD. I'm an hygiene extremist. Things irritate me a lot easily. So all these things that somebody will drink pure water and drop it on the floor. While I'm I hate things like, oh God, I cannot. So that's why I moved to an estate, a clean one, that everything was going to be perfect and everything. Within me, I know I no go pay. So everything was going, and the more I stayed in the house, the more I fell in love with it. It was constant light. Constant in capital. Constant light. Serenity. Nobody is coming to your door to knock. All those ones that my neighbor will come and do. I mean, I like to stay indoor because I work indoor. All those neighbors to come and I came to check on. I did not beg you, I'm fine. You understand? Everything was perfect. It was everything I've always like, top notch. Everything. So now, how do you pay my next rent? December. And something is, in as much as I see it as 12 years, I don't see 12 months. I don't see 12 months as 12 months in a year. I see it more like 1 month or 2 months, that before you know it, it will be 12 months. How do we do this? I know I can't pay that rent, and I really love this house. I don't want to move out for this house. So what happened? And like I said, the only channel I had on was my food channel, and the other one was my lifestyle channel. That one, they've not monetized me, and I'm not even close to monetization. So how do we legally raise millions of naira to pay for this estate? I started this immigration channel March. Yeah, that was my birthday month. Anytime I'm in this house and I'm cleaning, I'll just be crying. I say, God, I don't want to leave this house. I wanted to, I don't know, but God, I don't want to leave this house. But God, you know, I'll not be a bad person. I don't want to leave this house. That was how I started my immigration channel. I didn't just start my immigration channel by March. When I was in that's my community house, I used to see when people post about immigration. I noticed immigration vlog was moving well. It was selling well. When you open immigration channel, before you know it, YouTube will monetize you. But then I was like, I'm not outside the country. I've not been to these countries. Who will listen to me talk about immigration? They will not want to listen to me. And Nigerians will not get bad mouth. But one thing I've noticed is, once you have value that you're creating, trust me, nobody will show you. Trust me. It's people that they don't have value that they are creating that Nigerians used to show. Once Nigerians like you, that they see something that they are benefiting from you, trust me, they will not show you. So I felt like, who will listen to me now that I've not been to these countries and everything? But the thing is, before I started, I know sometimes YouTubers, they used to run out of topic. That, what if I run out of topic? Which thing I could post? So I sat down and make my analysis that, okay, write out topics that you love to talk about. I was able to write out a lot of topics I was going to talk about, and I was like, okay, if I run out of topic, this is how I'll be doing it. I'll do it like this, I'll do it like this. So I was able to make a plan that if I run out of topic, that maybe if I don't know what to plan, I can, instead of repeating the same topic or posting the same content or anything, I can do it like this, I can do it like that, I can do it like that. And that's why today on my channel, sometimes you see me post 4 times in a day. I still don't repeat content. I have over 300, almost 300 videos on my YouTube channel. I have never ever repeated a single content unless it is an update or advanced mode of that video. Unlike other YouTubers, they will say this one, they will still repeat same because some people post the same this thing. You see, I am so versatile, and that's because I was able to make a plan, be strategic about it, that if I run out of content, this is how I'll do it. This is what I should focus on. Don't go with this thing. And then another thing I try to talk about to make a plans for is there are so many YouTubers in the YouTube space, and the thing is, they live in these countries. UK YouTubers, they live in UK. Canada YouTubers, they live in Canada. Me, I'm not living in anyone. Waiting, I go claim. So I planned for a way to be distinctive about it, to come out, for me. And then another thing is, most times when you watch these YouTubers, they kind of speak with accent. Their English is so fluent. I mean, I'm not saying my own English. I go take to this kind of thing, say, that I would like speak. I can't speak fluent English, and I can't talk with my nose. So how do I just ask? What? Come here, local. Anything I in day. Because support you, like everybody will want to watch and everything. Just try it first. So never say never. Just try first. Like I said, if I start it and they don't watch, I don't have anything to lose. But if I don't start it, I have a whole lot of things to lose because I did not start it. But one thing I know is immigration channel actually pays. But I knew that I have to read a whole lot. I have to be versatile. And I know that even when I was in school, when I explain things to people say, I like the way you explain it. It's so explanatory. I understand it better and everything. So I started my YouTube channel by March and posted my first video. That first time, person don't say my papa. I didn't even get subscriber. And I beg one of my friends, please subscribe. Now me will be too. I have 4 channels then, different channels that I used to watch. I think I subscribe with my, please now subscribe, will be too. First day, second day, I shall keep posting. The first person that commented on my video, I don't know, I'm trying to remember any, but I used to give that girl shout out every single time. That was the first person that left comments on my YouTube channel until today. There's no way I would talk about my channel, but I will not still appreciate that person, right? That was the first person that left comments on my YouTube video. Like what you do your video. The way they see me, Isho, clear. The one was happy. I know how to screenshot it and I'll post it on Instagram. And you know, at that time, I was using my former Instagram. When I was doing immigration, nobody said my papa. They didn't even subscribe. I was just me, and I think that person said not subscribe. Just me and myself and my second account. We're just two watching each other. Nobody was saying the way I shout, yes. And that was it. And so at that time, I posted a lot of videos, and at 400 subscribers, I never even reached 500. I made a video telling you guys that I've not been to these countries, because sometimes people will say, I'm coming to meet you in the UK, I'm coming to meet you at the guy. So I came to make a video. I've not been in these countries. I'm not in these countries. I'm in Nigeria. All I do is I just make my due research. At that time when I was shooting that video, I was like, this guy, you get sense. You go lose subscriber. I was like, it's better I lose subscriber than for them to be assuming I'm in this country. It will be as if I'm leading them astray. Them come out playing before somebody will come and say, look at, maybe I went to one market to go and buy tomatoes. Somebody now snap my picture. See your YouTuber where they post this. That's how I came to declare myself. And funny thing is, maybe I lost a couple of subscribers, and from that comment, people were like, we don't care. Shall be serving us content. We don't care. So that's how I knew that Nigerians have bad mouth. But the thing is, when you have value that you're creating, nobody will see you to this thing. So people really like my contents, the way I deliver my message and everything. And as around that 400/500 subscribers, that was when I charged my first client that paid me 300k. I think I had like 3 of them like that. And at that time, 300k times this thing, my rent don't be complete. And when I see the alert, in my life, in my entire Bogogodo life, if somebody will tell me that, somebody will even send me 10k for a service, as they want a mistake. I see that money. Because the only thing that most YouTubers target is brand influencer, and that's why I feel like I'm not sure I can work with a brand, because now I'm charging one person 300k. How much the brand won't pay me? You get? I started making more research, talking about more countries, and that was how in 9 months I'm able to grow over. I think I am almost at 10,000 subscribers. I've not been to these countries. The videos I make about how to apply for UK this thing, I've never applied before. I don't even know where the embassy is. All I do is just to make research, try to understand it, and I come and explain to you guys, and I'm able to grow over almost 10,000 subscribers now. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers. So that is like a journey of my immigration. Like I told you, I used to have a food channel. Food was my passion. I enjoy cooking a lot. If I'm sleeping in my wildest dream, come and wake me up that let me cook. Cooking gives me joy. But you think be say cooking are my passion. But my passion not bring money. That cooking, I'll spend money to buy equipment. I'll spend money to buy clinical. Generally, cooking channel, they have very low CPM. YouTube don't pay cooking channels well. I'll spend money for everything, and I was not even having plenty views. Spend money for everything. My dear, everything not be by passion, no. I don't see money. Now so I see the one way they move. Now so I put. So despite I was not in this country, I have so many limitations, so many things to limit myself. I'm not in this country and everything. So like I said, and that reason why I moved to this estate was because I knew I had a plan. I was going to start immigration channel. I knew I have to dress well. I know I have to look good. And I have to have very good background. And I have to have stable lights. And I have to have this thing. And that was why I invested all my life into that estate. Despite it was not really, but I knew I had a plan. And I worked with my plan. And now, we are here today. In fact, when I paid my rent, I've stayed 1 year. This will be the house. Since they've created me in this life, the highest I've stayed in the house is maybe 3 months, 6 months. Most of you know my story. I always move. But I stayed in this house 1 year and I paid my rent. It's shocking. It's surprising. So to all those my friends, I hope they are seeing this video. To all those my former friends that used to tell me, I have problem. I have this thing. Village people is following me. They are killing. Can you now see that it's not about village people? So sometimes maybe you have to keep moving. You have to keep trying. You have to be. And when you're moving, when you're trying, leave friends away because they will discourage you. At that time, even when I used all my money to pay my rent, people then I still ask a friend about this. I'm extravagant. I don't have sense. Money where I supposed to use buy land. Remember, please tell me, as me I've used that money to buy land now, how my life go be? No, as me I've used that land to money to buy land, and with that amount of money that I get, I'm sure it's inside one bush. I'll go and buy the land. How my life go be? Maybe if I go and check that land, go money have collected the land. So sometimes it's not about using money to invest in land, using money to invest. Like I used to tell people, before you buy land, before you buy house, if you know say you no go use it immediately, leave them. Let the money there you are coming, they look like this. Land appreciate. Yes. But now Nigeria we dey development, you know, they dey fast as we dey talk them. Just like the place that I grew up, land we appreciate. That my house, my papa built. If you want to sell land, boss was 2 million naira. That person even like and the thing is, you won't even see a buyer. Because we are in a community of fellow who want buy house for that environment. Maybe say all the youth they've moved to the city. So sometimes if you want to buy land, if you want to invest, make sure you invest in a already developed area or an extremely developing maybe say you can see banks here, you can see restaurants everywhere and that one is going to be expensive. So why are you wasting money going inside one corner saying in the next 10 years? In that next 10 years, who will go inside that bush? Who will buy it? So that's why. So friends call me I'm extravagant, I'm wasting money. Even that my banker ex that I feel like I trust, that's why we used to fall out. Anytime I spend money like this, tell me, and like I told you guys, we're actually talking. Trying to talk. Every time we try and patch the relationship to just go down, because that's why I feel like, well, for me to marry in this life, lower, because I need somebody that we're on the same level of reasoning. Like when I say I want to spend money for something, don't come and tell me it's a waste of money. First look at the benefit of that. Don't look at the short term. Because if I was to look at that short term, this channel will not be here. I won't be here. I don't even know. Maybe I would have moved a couple of times again. So sometimes when you want to do something, you don't look at only the short term. You look at the long goals. You write out the pros, you write out the cons, you look at the long goals. But these friends, when you tell them you want to spend a certain amount of money on something, what they look at is that short goal. Trying to keep. So around December or so, that's when I finally told him how much I paid. I said, that's too much. How you paying this type of money for? I said, guy, I'm in an estate too. A GRA estate too. Stable light, yo. Security, I know I stay alone as a girl. So of course I should look for a place that I can stay alone as a girl, close my eyes and sleep without fear. You're telling me that money is too much. And I work in my home. So sometimes people fail to understand that my house is my office. I work in my house, I sleep in my house, I wake up in my house. So of course I should look for a place that is comfortable for me as a home and my office. I be an office. They tell me say the money, blocking here. But I hate people that have this type of low mentality. And sometimes people talk out of it. That's why I can't date that guy. Even if he's the only guy that remain in this world. The only thing I can ever do without my banker ex is business. But I shall never say never. Maybe if he's changing in future. Because sometimes he tries to see like maybe we're a drag or in competition. And it's not lame. Most of my friends or anything like that. So that's why they used to tell people that when you're rich, make sure you roll with your fellow rich people. When you're poor, roll with your fellow poor people. Because things when you're rich and you're moving with people that have different mentality, right? It go be king. You can't be rolling with me and you tell me and you want to spend money from something. I should tell you it's a waste of money. Or buy your back to him. If you don't do it, you don't say you try him. You get. And the funny thing is, I've stayed in this house from January to December. I see the amount of money this house has made me to make. All the effort I've made, and you're telling me it's a waste of money. And the funny thing is, I don't ask your papa for money. So all these friends that used to advise him, it's a waste of money, you're wasting money. Did I come and beg you for money? I asked your papa for money, now they feed me. Did I beg you for money? So that is why I have issue. I'm always alone now. I take my decision myself. I don't make friends with anybody. Whatever I want to do, I do it. If it don't work out, fine. At least I tried. So that is me just telling you a background of my story. So now, talking about this UK work permit, right? The money is expensive, no jokes. Yeah, it's expensive. I know some of you might feel like, this one she's trying to say so that we can. Yeah, I'm not like I'm a human being. Yes, my 300k service charge is important, you. But you people know that in all of everything, I try to be sincere as much as I can. So, like I said in that video, if you have the money, right, in as much as that money is a whole lot of money. If you've not seen the video, I'll be putting the link in my description box. Just you see my playlist. Pay me packages, or you can check UK playlist. You see the video, you see the amount. Is a whole lot of money. I will not lie. Making sharper. But like I just said in my story, sometimes life is all about risk. But life is not just about risk. Make sure you take calculated risk. Don't just take any. Make sure you calculate the risk. That what if? Make sure you take. And that is the problem I have with immigrants. Like I said, when I moved to this house, right, it was waste of money to every single body. Even then, when I wanted to even borrow money from my brothers, from my kinnick, I said, how will you be at this age? You are staying in a house of kinnick. The only thing that people were seeing, was the amount of the house. The only thing everybody I told, my family, the only thing they were focusing on was the amount of the house. Nobody was focusing on the benefit it will give me. Nobody was focusing on my past experience of struggling with a good house. Nobody. The only thing they were focusing on, the money is too much. How will you at their head be spending this kind of money for house rent? How will you at the I'm trying to explain that this thing will favor my work. This one again, yeah, okay. So since that time, I didn't even tell them anything. I asked myself, do you have this money? Yes. Do you need anybody assistance? No. At least you have 300k in your account that you can use to manage yourself and feed. And that my food channel was still paying me like how much? Maybe $200 in 2 or 3 months. I know I don't eat too much. I know I'm not extravagant. I can manage myself. I blocked everybody. It's my money. I'm paying with my. Carry your advice and go. And I was able to take that risk. I was the only same person in myself in my life. I was the only same person. I was the only one that I felt like I'm going to do this. So like I said, life is all about risk. But before you take that risk, make sure you take a calculated one. So like I said, before I moved to this place, before I put all my investment inside this estate, I had a plan. I knew I was going to open an immigration channel. And I know that I can run out of topic. I made a plan of how not to run out of topic. And that's why you see me, I post 4 videos in a day. I can tell you, if you allow me to post 10 videos in a day, I can do it. There was a time that I did not even shoot video for almost 2 or 3 months. Did you people really notice? Because I have shot videos ahead. There's some videos that, excuse me if you know this, I don't really shoot in that my dining again. I now shoot here. So when you see me post video that I shoot in time, well, I now shoot in advance. So that is what they call planning. Not just planning, strategic planning. Now to this UK work permit. This UK work permit comes just with healthcare assistant job. You and I, we all know that you don't want to go and pack shit. We all know that. No, let's be sincere with ourselves. Let's be realistic. Me and you know that you don't want to pack. But the thing is, even if you're going through this route and you know that you don't want to be a care assistant, you don't want to pack shit for the rest of your life, plan yourself. So in as much as this money is a whole lot of money, yes, I know it's a whole lot of money. I know. So this money is a huge amount of money. So before you invest into something like this, ask yourself, do I want to be a healthcare assistant forever, or I'm a teacher, but let me use this one and enter, then I'll apply to teaching job, or let me use this one and this thing. So have a plan, a solid plan. So don't just go because you want, because the thing is, There are so many people that have paid for this package, not from me, or maybe from other agents or anything, and now they will get there, they will get stranded or anything. They will start saying, hey, this is not what you promised. See, let me tell you, no agent promise you a better life in the abroad. A better life abroad lies in your hand. What did he say? It lies in your hand. It is left to you to maximize every resources that you have. And that was when I get to this house. Do you know, funny enough, like I told you, I paid my next year rent, right? Yeah, I paid this is my second year in this house now. As it's my second year, we had a lot of people that are moving out. As at then, even when I wanted to pay my rent, I didn't have the account number. And I was trying to, because there was some discrepancy in the service charge, they were increasing it and everything. So I don't want to be the first person to pay. To ask that, guy, are we going with this service charge or they're increasing it? The few people I know are paid. They are better than me. They have better work for them. I'm not comparing anybody. I'm not putting down anybody. To the best of my knowledge, I think I was even the first person to pay. This same me, that agent, excuse me, that the agent actually feel like I will not have money to pay. I think, because I even paid before my rent expired, I think I was the first person to pay. So I actually say that this year was like, along the line, it became very well for me. That was scammed like 3 million, right? I think I was the first person to pay my rent. So, and even at that, we had some people that actually moved out because they feel like the rent was expensive. But then somebody like me, I still stayed. So sometimes, it's you maximizing the resources you get. It's not, I used to say, it is not just about you jackmanning. It is you jackmanning with sense. It is you jackmanning with common sense. So ask yourself, most of you, I know the truth. Not be say, this thing or anything. I know the truth. Do you want to pack it? Most of you are not ready to do that job. I know. But if you know you are not ready to do that, it is totally fine. If you know you have the money, go through this route. But before you go, arrange your CV, arrange your qualification, arrange your certification, know your plan. If you know say you don't want to go through this route, you want to be an accountant. Okay, na accountant job I want to do. Na engineer I want to do. Na clinic I want to do. Have it in mind. So that when you go, in as much as you can be going to your normal care job. But the thing is, don't leave too soon in that care job so that they will not spoil the visa for your fellow Nigerians. It work for you, no spoil them for other people. Work at least 6 months there and everything. But even as you are working, you have your own off day. If it's online courses, you feel they take them. If it's this one course, you feel they do them. So plan yourself. If you know you don't want to do this healthcare, this thing, because nobody say you should get there. You say, you see the pack sheet, you wasted 1 million to come and pack sheet. That one was just for you to enter. I think once you enter, it's easy to change from COS to see from tier 2 to tier 2 is very easy. The employer will not. But the thing is, you have to have a very strong SOP, because the employer will ask you that, okay, you come through this route, why are you changing? You have to have a very strong SOP, statement of purpose. Like during your interview, why did you change and everything? You know, those one passport as well. That's why I at least spend like 6 months. Don't just leave immediately. May not be like, okay, you confuse time at least 6 months. But the thing is, have a plan. So even if you go through this route and you now get there and you now say, the thing, then I beg you, nobody promise you a better life abroad, and no agent promise you that. Their own is to make you leave your country and jackpot to the place. When you get there, your destiny is in your hand. So that's what I'm telling you. Make sure you ask yourself, if you know you have maybe teacher's qualification, you want to be a teacher. If you have the money, you used to enter. When you enter, start making your, because and for example for UK now, it's easier for you to be a teacher inside UK than from outside UK. Do you understand that scenario? And you already have this. Do you understand that scenario? Do you understand that? So, and then another thing is, the money is expensive. Yeah, it's a whole lot of money. Let's say for example, as you did Nigeria like this, you just stay inside your car, and kidnapper just carry you igbe, and they say, they call your husband. We don't kidnap your wife, or we don't kidnap your husband, or come and pay ransom. 20 million, 50 million, can it come million? Will the money not come out? Will it come out or not? So either you use the money to jackpot with your family, or use to pay ransom. This is not me saying, it is not, that does not mean that they will kidnap you. But like I said, like I used the example of my life, that I keep making example, like this or like this or like this or like this. But like I said, you're investing in your future, you're investing in your life. It's a whole lot of money. If you know you can do it, do it. But when you're doing it, make sure to have a backup plan. Not like a backup plan, because I know within me that you people, you are not going for this healthcare job. I know that. I know. You want to go office job, you want to do your accounting job. I know. But as you are doing it, pack your CV, develop yourself, make sure say every. That's why I used to tell people, come and pay for consultation, just 25k last one. You want to go on this care out, but this is the job you want to go. Qualification where you get, certification where you get, so that when you get there, and that's why somehow I advise you to go with your family, because from my experience with all consultation, not two couples are not as the same. There's one that will have qualification, there's one that will not have experience, there's one that will just be there. So that's why the one that did not really have qualification should be the main applicant. That one should be the one packing shit, be the this thing. Then the one that still have more qualification, maybe your wife is a banker, but you get as your own be. And thing is, sometimes you people feel like your partner do not have qualification, but now they even get qualification past you. It's not that somebody is a banker, engineer. There's some qualification that you people do not even know you can build on. That's why I say, come and pay consultation fee, but people feel like it's a waste of money. So the one that not really feel have this thing, another person to be main applicant. Then you that you still get qualification, maybe you're a banker, you're a clinical, or all of that. Excuse me, be the dependent. So that as your own partner is working as care home, you can look for a job in your normal field. Then once you're stable, your partner can now come up with his own plan. Because if that your partner is not working as main applicant, if he japa, it can affect your visa. So allow your dependents. That's why I say first check whoever did have the least qualification or the least chances. Let them be the main applicant to be doing the care job. Why the dependent will get your qualification? Let them apply to other jobs. So once you secure that job of tier 2 as a dependent, grab them. Then the other person, the other person doing care job can now establish his own farm. Maybe he wants to be any other thing like that. And that way you switch from healthcare assistant to this thing. So there's nothing wrong in going through this one, because I've been in that stage of my life that I used all my life savings to invest in my business, in my life, in my future, in my career. Even when everybody was saying it's a waste of money, it's a waste of money. As you keep the money in your this thing, it pay you any bills. So as people used to say, now money person they take you look for money. You go use money to look for money. Now money they use look for money. Not think you sit down and say money, now money you go use look for money. But the problem I used to have is applicants. Make sure to have a strategic plan. Make sure if you know that you don't want this to actually. And then another thing I will say is, if you know you don't want this plan actually, so now looking at the price difference of the 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I feel like if you have the money, pay for 5 years, because it's such a long time. I still feel like you should actually pay for 5 years, just in case, I don't know. And the thing is, there's no limitation that maybe if you are leaving, you pay any amount. No, there's no any limitation to the agreement. You can pay for 5 years, and I don't know, but you can still pay for 2 years. But I just feel like you should pay for 5 years. You know that your leg, you don't stay stable for the next 5 years. Then you can build yourself. So so that's what I just came to tell you guys, that the money is a whole lot of money, but if they kidnap you in Nigeria, it's not going to be a whole lot of money. If something happened to you, I'm not saying that they'll kidnap you. I'm in Nigeria, they did not kidnap, but I'm just, I like to think of, if you don't use the money for this, you could have used the money for this, you could have used the money for that. Just difference. So just like me, I stay in an estate. Now let me no get car. Other people, they have car, they have this one, they have that one. But as I don't have car, but I don't cook, I eat out every day. Everybody have their own comfort. If you like come, most times when I enter I don't even look like somebody that is staying in an estate. And that's why I told myself that I didn't come to an estate to brag. I didn't come out to show that I stay in an estate. It's only maybe if I'm making videos sometimes that those followers will just make somebody to brag small. It's normal to brag small. It's my money. Besides I do a low show to pay them. It is my hard-earned money. Now me work for it. So I got to go. So it's not as if I come and post picture. Most time when I post picture, you see picture, I say I stay in an estate. It was not to brag or anything. It's not to show somebody. It's not to show off. It's to my own work. You get. So it's a whole lot of money, but I think it's a really good investment if you have a plan. So don't just go with the mindset of you want to be a caregiver for the next 5 years if you don't want to, and it's totally fine. Even outside the country, they have rooms for career change. You can change career. There is no one person that will say no. We have to see if you get to that abroad. Most of these white people now they experiment fast. This one can do science in go do heart, in go do commercial. Now those white people, now they experiment pass. So don't feel like people. It is okay for you to have a career change. It is very okay. But what is not okay is when you don't have a reason. Like I've given you my example. Food used to be my passion. I enjoy cooking food. But as I am now, I start eat outside. I eat outside. I don't have strength to even cook again because immigration they pay me. So passion when no bring money, my dear. Now passionless you. Now passion. So don't follow passion. Passion is important because I have passion for immigration. It keeps it going. But the one that really keep me going the most is the money that is there. Imagine service charge 300k for one person. I mean, I dey cook, I dey clean. Hey guys, subscribe. And you not turn the amala. Am I mad? Even if what's the most richest food company here in Nigeria? Even if any company, Golden Penny, Dangote want to sign me as a brand ambassador, they can't pay me the amount that me I will get from 300k one person. How much you don't want to? Let's say Golden Penny want to sign me as brand ambassador now. How much do you think they will pay me as brand influencer? 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Yeah. And me, I'll collect one person, 300k service charge, multiply by how many persons that I may see. And then don't forget my service charge that I'm still collecting. And then my kidney, you get. That's why I say, those brands, the brands that have reached out to me so far, they can't pay my money because of me fair. Why would I come and make a video for you when I know that instead of that me to make video for you and you pay me this amount, I rather go and look for agents that is sure and come and tell you people and collect my service charge. You understand? So passion is good. Pursue passion. But before you pursue passion, make sure say money dey there because passion no dey pay bills. I love to cook, but you no pay my bills. The thing that's why I change. So it is okay to change. If it's IT you want to change you now money. When your landlord come and ask you for rent, I have passion to cook. No, change. Even as I am, sometimes in my estate, when I go and pick food, because like I said, I eat out every day. I have a particular restaurant where I order food. You see this girl, she's always inside the house. If you share, I'm not a source of what's it called, wonder to people that this girl always inside house. Where she dey see money? Man, I'm sure waiting the day somebody will report me to AFC. So EFC will come and tell me to prove myself. EFCC, sure you want jackpot or you don't want jackpot? I think is I have some that I've done consultation for. I think they were police, the EFCC, and this is what I do. I help people to jackpot. Everybody knows there's money in immigration or anything. I'm sure they wait for person come report me. Say this girl, I don't even get laptop. I don't get laptop. So it's a whole lot of money, yeah. It's a whole lot of money, yes. I will not lie. It's a whole lot of money, yes. But the thing is, it's a whole lot of money, yeah. But the thing is, it's really worth it. It's more than worth it. But what's not worth it is if you don't have a plan. If you don't have, so make sure you're strategic about your planning. If you know say you not do this healthcare, this thing forever, come and go. Then when you get there, after this month, switch. You don't enter with that. Because the thing is, how people now enter now is true study. And that's waste of money. So guys, that's what I came to say, guys. So I know some of you will be like, I'm just saying it because of my money. I am human. It's normal for you to market, but in as much as I want people to come and do so, I will have 300k to myself. I still have to be truthful with you. That's why I shared my experience. And people have always talk about this story. That's why I have to share my experience or anything. So even if you don't even come through me, if you see a sure agent that will do it for you cheaper, as long as you know, say me, I don't like immigrant getting scammed or anything. I don't like it. Even if it's not true me, even if it's true, and then as long as the person will allow you to enter, it's totally fine. This is a general video, general advice. So it does not have to be me. But if it's me, I'll be happy. At least I'll have 300k. Come and patronize me. So me, I'm just on normal this thing. I'm just saying it generally. So I feel like it's really worth it. And for this thing, right? Just like saying instead of spending that money to buy land in Ikorodu. And I'm like, for me, at this stage of my life, if I see money, I'd rather put the money in my account, invest it in a business, maybe look for all this studio and maybe invest it in a running business than invest it in land or property. Because like I said, if you are not investing in a developed area or extremely developing area, don't waste your money. Don't waste it. Because another thing is, life can happen to anybody. At the time when I started this channel, everything was okay with me. Everything was fine. At the time I lost money at some time, right? But thank God I was able to kind of fall back on myself. I even felt like I was going to leave this place. So life can happen to anybody. So that money where you think say they invest for inside house, a time will come after you investing that money inside house, when it's time to sell the house, you see when people not be pricing it anyhow amounts. She go back to 5. She will land they appreciate. No. So in as much as maybe you do that land to buy that land to sell in the next 10 years or anything can happen. Unfortunately, can meet anybody that you want to sell the land now, and then when you buy, you even sell it lower than how you buy. So it's better to invest in a running business. Like it's better for me. It's a better investment. All those ones that used to tell me I'm wasting money for renting house, I should do it to buy land. Leave me. All my friends that I feel like they have land, ask them now, where's their land? Or money have collected it from them. Me, I don't have any land I want to buy for 1 million. Or money will collect it. Our other guy is to buy YouTube equipment, but people feel like land is a. That's why I said, if you want to invest in a developed area that when you enter, when you take bike, you can see your land that somebody is building there, somebody is not building. It's easy to see from afar. All those like you enter inside this and sit down to go and kidnap somebody. Like I said, development is slow in Nigeria. It's slow. So when you say the kingdom will develop in the next 10 years, develop in the next 5 years, develop in the next imagine spending a whole lot of money building a house, and then when you rent the house out, how much do you want to pay you? And the thing is, after 2 or 3 years, you have to renovate the house. Sure, you know, the tenant you will take, it go spoil toilet, it go spoil zinc, you go pack sock away. All those money where you go spend, the money where you use build the house, it never come out. But if it's a running business now, you know, say it's turnover. So sometimes it's not all land or property person they invest on. Don't be saying all land. Or maybe if you're traveling out and somebody say, I sold my land to travel out, I say, you do bad thing. You don't do bad thing, no. I'm not advising anybody to sell their property. You understand? I'm not advising anybody. But you understand what I'm trying to say? Give and take. If you're saying they developed area, maybe like Lekki, like Banana Island, all those main place where we say, you know, say no selling. But if now all those inside bush where we say just small powder where they go blue for you like this, you don't lose guy. But when you sell and more, because before you come back from Nigeria, they have taken. And the thing is, you people know, in all honesty, most of you that are outside the country, you can't even know, your family cannot even know where you build your house. Nobody can watch over it. So why are you wasting money? Why are you keeping the land when you know that they will take it from you? When you can't watch over the land? Then I say, me, if I want to buy land, there's one land that is close to my house here. It's just my back. The way I'm making video, I'm seeing the land. That's the type of house, place you should invest in. So that when somebody wants to come and start doing foundation, at the window, it's much food. When waiting happen on my land. But not all that one where we say they Kolo. I don't know waiting to happen there before I get there. That's bad mommy love or anything. And like I say, people, if you're not ready to start building your house, and another thing is when you build the house, you collect tenants. Get tenants in your way. The house my father has. My father has many houses. What the tenant that is there? How much are they paying? Before they will even pay, girl. Oh. So that's why I used to tell people, it's not just to build a house. Unless you are living there, build it. If you are living there, if you are going to live there like this, I'm sleeping and waking up inside my house, build it, you are living there. But if you are not living there, you want to use it and rent. Like my landlord now, his house is not far from me. If he's going to work in the morning, he's looking at his house. If he's coming in the afternoon, he's looking at his house. If there is too much debt, he's seeing his house just from his window. That's the type of investment you should do. Not like the one that you'll be staying in Lekki, your house will be in Azerbaijan. So allow your investment to be close to you. And that's what I mean. I even prefer for money to be my account stand. For me to be thinking, So instead of even investing in fixed maybe land this thing, it's better to even open a money business. I don't know. But that I'm just saying it due to my own experience. Like me now, I don't get land, I'm not a landlord, I'm a tenant. But then I'm a proud one at that. A very proud tenant at that, because my father is a landlord, my mother is a landlord. But the thing is, as they are landlord, which if you have to brag, how much do you have in your account? How much do you have in your account? I still, it's not as if I'm in a competition, but you understand what I'm trying to say, because what's the essence of, I don't know. It can't be as if say I can't dey beef, say. I don't know. But if land was acquiring land, I would have acquired, but I don't have 1 million or 1.5 or 2 million to waste in 1 month and somebody will take it from me. Let me be looking at the money in my account, or let me use to buy camera or buy laptop. That one, my investment. So that's what I came to tell you guys. So take your time to think through it. It's a whole lot of money, but like I said, if you know this is not what you want to do, plan yourself, hold your CV, do a lot of clinical, this one, everything, and then allow your dependent, your wife, to go with you. Your wife can have experience your clinical. You be doing the care job, let that one switch. Once your dependent don't secure job, and then you go gather body, switch, and then you don't enter with that. You don't enter instead of sitting. But that one does not rule out the fact that you can't get the job and everything. So guys, have a good day to today's video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.